What if everything you've been avoiding is exactly what could transform your life? What if your greatest breakthrough isn't waiting for the perfect opportunity, but on the other side of one more difficult day? For 6 months, I pushed myself until I reached my limit every single day. What I discovered had very little to do with physical strength, and everything to do with becoming a different person. Failure has a reputation that most people never question. They see it as proof that they are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to reach their goals. Because of that belief, they spend their lives avoiding situations where failure is possible. They choose familiar routines, predictable outcomes, and comfortable habits because comfort feels safe. But comfort has a hidden cost. It rarely asks you to grow, improve, or discover what you're truly capable of becoming. Failure, on the other hand, forces you to confront reality. It removes excuses, exposes weaknesses, and gives you information that success alone can never provide. Every meaningful achievement is built on lessons learned from moments that did not go according to plan. When you train yourself to the point of failure every day, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, you begin to develop something far more valuable than temporary success. You develop resilience. You stop fearing difficult situations because you understand that discomfort is not your enemy. It becomes your teacher. Each setback shows you exactly where you need to improve. Each mistake points to a skill you have not yet mastered. Instead of seeing failure as a verdict on your ability, you begin seeing it as feedback on your progress. That simple shift in perspective changes the way you approach every challenge in life. Comfort convinces people that maintaining the status quo is enough. It whispers that tomorrow will be a better day to begin, that one more excuse will not matter, and that avoiding struggle is the smart choice. Yet every day spent protecting yourself from failure is also a day spent protecting yourself from growth. The strongest minds are not created by easy victories. They are forged in moments when quitting seems reasonable, but persistence becomes the decision. Character is strengthened each time you choose to continue after disappointment, instead of allowing disappointment to define you. Think about the people who inspire the world. They were not shaped by endless success. They experienced rejection, criticism, unexpected obstacles, and countless moments when their efforts produced little visible reward. What separated them from everyone else was not the absence of failure, but their refusal to let failure become permanent. They accepted responsibility, adjusted their approach, learned from experience, and returned stronger than before. Every difficult season increased their capacity to handle greater opportunities, because adversity expanded what comfort could never develop. The remarkable truth is that failure does not weaken a determined person. It strengthens judgment, sharpens discipline, increases patience, and builds confidence rooted in experience rather than wishful thinking. Every obstacle overcome becomes evidence that you are capable of overcoming the next one. Every challenge survived becomes another layer of mental toughness that cannot be purchased, borrowed, or inherited. The greatest strength is often invisible because it is built quietly through repeated encounters with difficulty, one demanding day after another. Success is rarely the result of one extraordinary effort. More often, it is the product of ordinary actions repeated with extraordinary consistency. People are fascinated by dramatic transformations, but they often overlook the quiet discipline that made those transformations possible. Every impressive achievement has a story that includes countless mornings of showing up when motivation was absent, countless evenings of continuing when exhaustion suggested stopping, and countless decisions to remain committed even when no immediate reward was visible. Discipline is not exciting in the moment, but its long-term results are remarkable because it creates progress that compounds over time. When you commit yourself to daily discipline, you begin to understand that your future is determined less by what you do occasionally and more by what you do consistently. One disciplined day may not seem significant, but hundreds of disciplined days create a completely different person. Each workout completed, each book finished, each skill practiced, and each promise kept to yourself becomes another brick in the foundation of your character. The world notices the finished building, but very few appreciate the patience required to lay one brick after another without seeing the complete picture. The greatest challenge with discipline is that it often feels unrewarding at first. Results usually arrive much later than effort. You may work hard for weeks without seeing measurable progress, and that delay causes many people to quit. They mistake invisible progress for no progress at all. Yet growth is taking place beneath the surface long before it becomes obvious. Just as a tree strengthens its roots before its branches reach higher, disciplined effort strengthens your habits, your mindset, and your confidence before visible success begins to appear. The person who continues despite delayed results is the one who eventually experiences extraordinary outcomes. Discipline also frees you from becoming controlled by your emotions. There will always be days when you feel inspired and days when you do not. If your actions depend entirely on your feelings, your progress will always be unpredictable. A disciplined person understands that emotions are temporary, but commitments should remain steady. They do not ask themselves whether they feel like taking the next step. They remind themselves why they started and move forward regardless of temporary discomfort. This ability to act without waiting for perfect motivation separates those who dream from those who achieve. Every disciplined choice strengthens your self-respect because it proves that your words have value. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you increase your confidence in your ability to face greater responsibilities. Over time, discipline becomes less about forcing yourself and more about becoming the kind of person who naturally follows through. Your habits begin working in your favor instead of against you. Small improvements accumulate into significant achievements. Simple routines become powerful systems, and consistent effort transforms potential into reality, creating extraordinary results that once seemed impossible. Talent is admired because it makes success appear effortless. When people see someone perform at a high level, they often assume that natural ability is the primary reason behind the achievement. What they rarely see are the countless moments of frustration, repetition, sacrifice, and persistence that transformed raw potential into exceptional performance. Talent may give someone an early advantage, but it cannot guarantee lasting success. There will always come a point where talent reaches its limit, and from that point forward, mental endurance becomes the deciding factor. The people who continue advancing are not always the most gifted. They are the ones who refuse to stop when the journey becomes difficult. Mental endurance is the ability to keep moving when your emotions tell you to quit. It is choosing discipline over comfort, purpose over excuses, and persistence over temporary relief. Every worthwhile goal demands more from your mind than from your natural abilities. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, uncertain, and even tempted to believe that your efforts are meaningless. Those moments are not signs that you should give up. They are opportunities to strengthen your character. Every challenge you face is teaching your mind to become more resilient, more focused, and more capable of handling greater responsibilities. Many people overestimate the importance of talent because talent produces quick results in the beginning. However, life is not a short race. It is a long journey that rewards consistency. Someone with average ability but exceptional determination will often outperform someone with extraordinary talent who lacks discipline. The determined individual continues learning after making mistakes, continues practicing after experiencing failure, and continues believing after facing disappointment. Their greatest strength is not that they never struggle, but that struggle never convinces them to surrender. They understand that progress belongs to those who remain committed long after the excitement of a new goal has disappeared. Mental endurance is developed the same way physical strength is developed, through resistance. Every obstacle becomes another opportunity to strengthen your thinking. Every setback teaches patience. Every delay develops persistence. Every criticism teaches emotional control. Instead of asking why life has become difficult, mentally strong people ask what lesson the difficulty is trying to teach. They recognize that pressure is not always meant to break them. Often it is preparing them for greater opportunities that require greater character. The mind becomes stronger every time it chooses courage instead of fear and action instead of hesitation. The greatest victories are often won long before anyone notices the results because they begin inside the mind. When you learn to master your thoughts, control your emotions, and remain focused despite uncertainty, you become difficult to defeat. Circumstances may change, people may doubt you, and progress may seem slow, but a disciplined mind continues moving forward with confidence. Talent may open a door, but mental endurance keeps you walking through every challenge beyond it, allowing steady persistence to accomplish what natural ability alone could never sustain. Most people want progress, but very few are willing to accept the price that genuine progress requires. They dream of becoming stronger, wiser, more successful, and more confident, yet they hope those changes will happen without inconvenience or sacrifice. The truth is that growth has never been designed to exist inside comfort. Every meaningful improvement begins the moment you step beyond what feels familiar and safe. Discomfort is not a signal that you are moving in the wrong direction. More often, it is evidence that you are challenging old limitations and expanding your capacity. Every worthwhile achievement asks you to leave behind the ease of today in exchange for the possibilities of tomorrow. When I trained to failure every day, I realized that the greatest battle was never against the weight, the distance, or the clock. The real battle was against the voice that constantly suggested stopping early. It was the voice that searched for excuses, justified average effort, and promised that tomorrow would be a better day to work harder. That voice exists in every person. It speaks most clearly when discomfort appears. The individuals who make extraordinary progress are not the ones who never hear that voice. They are the ones who refuse to let it make their decisions. They understand that temporary discomfort is often the doorway to permanent improvement. Consistency transforms discomfort into strength. One difficult day may inspire you, but repeated difficult days reshape your character. Every time you choose the harder path instead of the easier one, you teach yourself that you are capable of more than your emotions suggest. The first challenge may feel overwhelming, the second may still feel uncomfortable. But with each repetition, your confidence grows because your actions provide evidence that you can endure more than you once believed. What was once intimidating eventually becomes routine, and what once seemed impossible gradually becomes your new standard. There is a remarkable difference between occasional discomfort and consistent discomfort. Occasional effort produces occasional results. Consistent effort creates lasting transformation. The person who embraces disciplined discomfort every day develops habits that continue working long after motivation disappears. They stop measuring success by how they feel in the moment and begin measuring it by whether they honored their commitment. They understand that feelings change from day to day, but principles remain dependable. By choosing disciplined action repeatedly, they build momentum that carries them through seasons when enthusiasm is absent. Every area of life follows this principle. Strong relationships require uncomfortable conversations. Financial stability requires the discomfort of delayed gratification. Knowledge requires the discomfort of study and continuous learning. Leadership requires the discomfort of responsibility and difficult decisions. Confidence requires the discomfort of taking risks before certainty exists. The life you desire is almost always waiting beyond the challenges you have been avoiding. Progress belongs to those who stop asking whether the journey is comfortable and start asking whether each step is making them stronger, wiser, more disciplined, and more prepared for opportunities they once believed were beyond their reach. Many people underestimate the power of small improvements because they are looking for immediate and dramatic results. They believe success arrives through one breakthrough moment, one lucky opportunity, or one extraordinary decision. In reality, the greatest achievements are usually built through hundreds of small choices made consistently over time. A single day of improvement may seem insignificant, and a single positive habit may appear too small to matter. But success is rarely created by isolated moments. It is created by steady progress that accumulates quietly until the results become impossible to ignore. The difference between an average life and an exceptional one is often found in the value of daily decisions rather than occasional grand efforts. Every day presents you with opportunities to improve by just a little. You can read a few more pages than yesterday, practice a skill a little longer, exercise with a little more determination, speak with a little more wisdom, or manage your time with greater intention. None of these actions seem remarkable on their own, yet each one moves you slightly closer to the person you are capable of becoming. When these small improvements are repeated day after day, week after week, and month after month, they begin to produce results that appear extraordinary to those who only notice the final outcome. What others call overnight success is often the visible reward of years spent making invisible progress. One of the greatest mistakes people make is quitting because they cannot immediately see the rewards of their effort. They expect every action to produce instant evidence of progress, And when that evidence fails to appear, discouragement takes its place. Yet life operates according to a principle of accumulation. Just as a farmer plants seeds long before expecting a harvest, your daily efforts require patience before they reveal their full value. The habits you build today are shaping the opportunities you will receive tomorrow. Every disciplined action strengthens your foundation, even when the results remain hidden beneath the surface. Invisible progress is still progress, and patient persistence eventually reveals what consistent effort has been creating all along. Small improvements also transform the way you see yourself. Every promise you keep strengthens your confidence. Every task you complete increases your sense of responsibility. Every obstacle you overcome reminds you that you are becoming stronger than your previous limitations. Confidence is not built by talking about what you hope to accomplish. It is built by repeatedly proving to yourself that you can follow through on the commitments you make. These victories may seem minor at first, but together they reshape your identity. You no longer think like someone hoping for success. You begin thinking like someone preparing for greater responsibility. The remarkable power of consistent improvement is that it never remains small. Each positive decision supports the next. Each good habit reinforces another, and each lesson learned makes future progress more effective. Momentum begins to replace hesitation. Discipline becomes more natural than resistance, and excellence grows from what once seemed like ordinary daily choices. Over time, the small actions that required effort become part of your character, and the steady investment you made in yourself produces results that reflect years of faithful commitment rather than moments of temporary inspiration. Your greatest victory will never come from one perfect day. It will come from refusing to give up on the ordinary days. Keep showing up, keep pushing your limits, and keep becoming stronger than yesterday. The life you dream about is built one disciplined decision at a time, and your future will always reward the effort you invest today.